Welcome back to Prince Bikes Update, your trusted stop for the latest and most detailed bike reviews, every week. Today, we've got something iconic, something with a legacy that refuses to fade, and a machine that blends raw attitude with Harley's unmistakable style. This is the 2025 Harley-Davidson Iron 883. We're taking a deep dive into this muscular street machine, looking at every angle from the exterior design, that iconic engine, how it rides, its real-world performance, and of course, whether the price tag justifies what you're getting. So sit back, relax, and let's ride through everything you need to know. Let's begin right at first glance. The 2025 Iron 883 holds onto its rebellious roots, maintaining the bold look Harley fans love, but with a subtle refresh. Its stance is low and mean, just the way it should be. Right from the front, the bike commands attention. You get the familiar peanut fuel tank with that distinctive, minimalistic Harley emblem that feels vintage and modern at the same time. The front forks are blacked out, continuing the dark custom look that has become the signature of the Iron series. The round halogen headlamp stays classic, framed by a simple black housing that keeps the front clean without compromising aggression. Small bullet indicators sit snug on the sides, adding functionality without ruining the aesthetic. Swing to the side and you'll appreciate the silhouette that truly defines this bike. That low-slung frame, the slightly forward foot controls, and a solo tuck and roll seat come together to give it a low-rider, bobber-inspired profile. It's an aero bike from the side but not at the cost of presence. The 2025 model carries on with those iconic 9-spoke cast aluminum wheels finished in matte black, and wrapped with thick rubber that shouts street cruiser attitude. The belt drive, exposed coil springs, and neatly tucked exhaust system stay true to the raw appeal the Iron 883 has always offered. You'll also notice the paint quality has stepped up this year. Harley's offering more refined matte and satin finishes, with options like black denim, gunship gray, and a new variant they're calling dusty copper. Now, check out the back of the bike. It's stripped down, clean, and minimal. The taillight is integrated seamlessly into the rear fender, and like the front, you've got compact indicators that don't distract from the bike's design. There's no bulky grab rail or flashy chrome here. It's all about keeping that aggressive, stripped-down character alive. The rear suspension uses adjustable twin shocks, and while they're basic in appearance, they blend into the visual theme without drawing attention. Moving to what really matters to the heart of the beast, the 2025 Iron 883 continues to pack the tried and true 883cc air-cooled Evolution V-twin engine. Now, some might argue Harley should have moved to liquid cooling by now, but honestly, this engine is a vibe in itself. It's old school, rugged, and delivers to work in a way modern engines can't replicate. The thump you get from this engine is raw, visceral, and completely in line with what you'd expect from a Harley. You get that unmistakable V-twin rumble at idle, and as you twist the throttle, it responds with the surge that's pure street power. The engine makes around 50 horsepower and about 68 Nm of torque. Now, on paper, those numbers might not seem outrageous, but once you're on the saddle, they tell a different story. The torque delivery is immediate, especially in the low and mid-range, which is where this bike truly shines. That's what makes it fun to ride in the city and enjoyable on highway stretches. This isn't a machine built for high-revving top speeds. It's built for that punchy acceleration, lane-splitting presence, and enjoying every twist and turn on the road. Riding the Iron 883 is like being part of a living legend. The seating position is low, giving you that authentic cruiser stance. The handlebars are slightly pulled back, so your arms are in a relaxed but commanding position. There's enough legroom for riders around 5'10" to 6 feet, and the seat height of about 760 mm makes it accessible even for shorter riders. The solo seat is comfortable enough for short to medium rides, though for long hauls, you might start thinking about some aftermarket options. Handling is surprisingly nimble for a cruiser of this style. It tips into corners better than you'd expect, and the front-end feedback is predictable and stable. The suspension is a bit stiff, especially at the rear, which can make rough city roads a little jarring. but it holds its own when riding through sweeping curves or faster sections. The 5-speed gearbox is smooth and reliably. Gear changes are solid and mechanical, just the way Harley fans like it. The belt drive keeps things quiet and low maintenance, and braking is handled by single discs front and back with ABS as standard. It's not a sport bike setup, but it gives you enough stopping power with good modulation. One thing Harley has done well is keeping electronics simple. There are no confusing riding modes, no unnecessary gadgets, just the basics. You get a single analog speedometer with a small digital readout that displays the odo, trip, gear position, and clock. That's about it. It's refreshing, honestly. For riders who want pure connection without distraction, this setup is perfect. Coming to fuel economy, the Iron 883 manages around 20 to 22 kilometers per liter in real-world conditions. With the 12.5-liter tank, you're looking at a decent range for city and weekend use. It's not a touring machine by design, so the range fits its purpose well. Now, the all-important factor: price. The 2025 Harley-Davidson Iron 883 comes in at around a superscript 111.5 to a superscript 112.5 lakhs on road, depending on your city and any optional accessories you go for. That puts it squarely in premium territory, especially when you consider other middleweight bikes in the market. But here's the thing: you're not just paying for specifications, you're paying for a brand legacy, unmatched styling, and a ride feel that's honestly hard to replicate. There are no cheap plastics, the paint and finish quality are top tier, and the overall build feels solid and premium. There are competitors, of course, e-bikes like the Triumph Speed Twin 900, the Indian Scout Bobber 60, and even some high-end Japanese cruisers, but none of them quite hit that same gritty, raw vibe the Iron 883 does. It's not the fastest, it's not the most tech-loaded, but it has a character that's built on years of tradition and evolution. For many riders, that's more valuable than a few extra horsepower or a fancy TFT screen. Now, let's wrap this up. The 2025 Harley-Davidson Iron 883 continues to be a rebel in a world full of conformity. It sticks to its roots: a simple, tough, no-nonsense. Sure, there are more powerful and tech-savvy cruisers out there, but the Iron 883 is about presence, about soul, and about a raw riding experience that speaks to real motorcycle lovers. Whether you're upgrading from a smaller cruiser or looking for your first Harley, this bike has something special to offer, especially if you're into customization, city cruising, or weekend rides with attitude. That's it for today's review. If you like this video, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Prince Bikes Update for more detailed reviews, comparison videos, and bike news from around the world. Until next time, ride safe, stay sharp, and keep that throttle twisted.